Okay, so at the beginning of the semester, when I was looking over your all syllabus and the lecture schedule and stuff with Miss Simpson, I was like, I have no idea what I want to teach because I'm a peds person. It's okay. Um, I'm a peds person. That's my specialty. That's what I'm comfortable with. So I was looking through it, and I saw eating disorders. And I was like, oh, I'll teach that because I've had one. I'm very open, extremely open about sharing my story. I actually enjoy sharing my story. I tell it a lot in the hopes of helping others. So I thought I would tell it to you all and kind of work myself as a case study through this, if that's okay. So it started back in, well, it goes all the way back to first grade, really. I don't know if there's still a thing, but when I was growing up, you had those tests where you had to do as many addition and subtraction as you could within so much time or whatever. So we had that, and you could do up to 100. Well, I got all 100 done, and I only missed one. My teacher at that time went to our church, so she was also a family friend, so she called my mom to tell her how good I done. She had never had anyone do that good before. So instead of being happy, it absolutely broke me. I could not get past the one question that I missed, and this was as a 6-year-old. As a 6-year-old, I made myself redo that same math problem every single day. It got to the point, it got so extreme, my mom took me to the doctor because she was like, something is not right with her. My doctor, basically all he said was that I was going to be a really good student and probably end up in the medical field, and that's all that happened. About a year later in 2nd grade, my grandmother lived in Alabama. She was really, really sick and she didn't have an advocate, so my parents went to Alabama a lot that year. They were in Alabama more than they were here. I was and still am a mama's girl, so I was really, really sad in 2nd grade because my mom was gone all the time. Also, something happened in 2nd grade, and I was too young to understand that it wasn't right. Our teacher made us weigh ourselves in front of everybody. So as a chunky kid, I didn't know I was a chunky kid. So we had to weigh ourselves, and I remember the girl beside of me weighed 64 pounds. And then it was my turn to weigh, and I weighed 98. That was the first time I felt fat. I knew I was different. Everyone else was in the 60s, and I was in the 90s. There was one other boy in my class who weighed 99 pounds, and we'd become best friends. We segregated ourselves because we knew we were different. So 2nd grade was kind of hard. I missed my mom, and I felt like I was different than everybody else. So me and him hung out a lot on the playground. The rest of elementary school, I was still a really good student, a really, really, really good kid in general. Never done anything wrong. One time, a teacher told me that I washed my hands too long, and I cried. That's how good of a kid I was. Like I was a perfectionist, and I didn't want to do anything wrong. Moving on to middle school, I played 4 different sports. I played volleyball, basketball, soccer, and softball, so activity was not an issue for me. I was extremely active. But if you have kids or if you play sports yourself, you know you're on the go. You're always at away games. You're traveling. You're going here. You're going there. So you tend to eat what's quick and easy. So my family and I, we ate a lot of fast food. So around 7th grade, I told my mom I wanted to lose some weight. And she agreed. And as a family, we changed our diet and we started eating a lot better. And we all lost weight. Middle school was good.